Hi, and welcome to this week's headlines. I'm Sharaad Kuttan, and here are the highlights. The Mara Inc. scandal gains pace with revelations that 3 other properties might have been purchased for more than their worth. While investigations are afoot, Mara has suspended both the chairman and the CEO of Mara Inc. The Orang Asli community came into the spotlight with news that a 10-year-old Temiar girl was beaten up by 3 male teachers after being accused of stealing 1 ringgit. And the Home Ministry has issued a show cause letter to the Edge Media Group labeling its reports on debt-ridden 1MDB as false and inaccurate. When asked to point to specific stories that are inaccurate, the Home Minister said, "Siapa makan chili, dia rasa pedas." And the story of the week is the climax of the epic Greek debt crisis. The protracted talks between the Greek government and its European creditors have finally reached an impasse. The European Central Bank has refused to extend money to the Greek financial system, and Athens has also defaulted on a scheduled IMF debt of 1.5 billion euros. Banks have closed, limits on withdrawals have imposed, and there are queues at ATMs. But images of long queues at banks will soon give way to images of Greeks queuing at polling booths. And so, in the cradle of Western civilization, that quintessential tool of democracy is going to be used to settle an important question. Accept or reject a European proposal for continued austerity and a restructuring of the economy. The European Commission, the European Central Bank, and the IMF, called the Troika, have a model for solving the long-standing debt woes of Greece. In 2 words, austerity and restructuring. The Greek government, however, currently led by the radical left party Syriza, has its own 2 words, debt forgiveness and reflation. In a word, dignity. That was the situation before the crisis reached its present impasse. Now the question is, what will Greeks vote for? And what will be the consequence? Greek Prime Minister Alexis Tsipras says a no vote is simply a rejection of the austerity plan and does not mean an exit from Europe. But the Troika is telling Greek voters and the market that a no vote means exit from the Eurozone. Some opinion polls suggest that the majority of voters want to stay in the Eurozone. By the way, the Greek for no is oki and yes is nay. I kid you not. Greeks go to the polls on Sunday, and opinion surveys are suggesting that voters are buying the Troika's argument. And pundits around the world are casting their vote too. But they are divided. Paul Krugman, for example, gives the austerity package a thumbs down. He says Greece followed the Troika's plan for years and its economy shrunk. He says no. Others add that most countries that came out of dysfunctional currency unions found their feet very quickly. They give Argentina as an example. And yet more put the Greek crisis in a regional frame, and that the Troika is not compromising with Greece because Spain and Portugal had earlier swallowed the bitter austerity pill. So who will be left with egg on their face? Who will hurt most if Greeks vote no and are forced out of the Eurozone? Could it be German Chancellor Angela Merkel and the Troika? And what if they vote yes? Is the leftist party Syriza headed for the political wilderness? And Greece back on the austerity trail? Time will tell. Thanks for watching this week's headlines, and if you have any thoughts, leave a comment or tweet me at Sharaad Kuttan. Till next time, have a great weekend.